Hey guys, what's up, Wavejump here, and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be covering clear default game mode and me. Thank you for 199 subscribers. By the time this video is out, I'm like 98% sure I'll be over 200, because, did I say 99? I meant 199, but anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be over 200, because I've been gaining, like, multiple every day, and it's only the beginning of the weekend, so pretty exciting. Haven't figured out what to do for special yet, but we'll see. So yeah, anyways, oops, I haven't added episode 19 here. I'll do that actually now really quick. So yeah, we have covered a ridiculous amount of commands, and one thing I was noticing for this episode is when I was covering the commands, I actually ran out of commands to do. Like, I looked through the help menu and I couldn't find anything, so I actually had to search for a really long time in order to find a command I hadn't done yet. So yeah, keep in mind, if it seems like I'm just starting to cover commands that like aren't as helpful, that would be why. But these should be commands that I haven't covered before, because as far as I've been able to tell, I have not covered clear yet, nor default game mode, and me. If I have, then I'm extremely sorry, but I will have, of course, a better rundown probably, since I'm farther into the series. Alright, so starting off with clear. Clear is a very, very simple command, but you'll notice if you just try and run it, it'll just clear anything you have in your inventory. So don't run it unless you really just want to clear everything from your inventory. So the way that clear can become extremely helpful is that you could clear very specific items, and this can be used in kind of chain command block sequences. So say, for example, if I wanted to make it so that when so that I'll slowly clear, and I'm just doing this because it relates to the Halloween event I'm doing on my server right now. If I were to do, say, clear, and then you'll notice here you clear the player, so I'm going to right now just say at A, right? It's not exactly the same as what I have on my server, it's actually very different, but it's somewhat similar. Alright, we're going to clear from everyone pumpkins. And currently, you'll notice if I run this, all this will do is just if you get a pumpkin, it'll instantly clear it. Theoretically. Let's see here. Okay, it's cleared from my inventory. It just glitched out. So one thing that you will notice is sometimes if you get something from creative, the clear command just completely glitches out. But yeah, there you go. Now you saw that it worked. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and set the data. So the data that we want is going to be 0 because there's no extra special data on it. And the max counts. This is how many we're gonna clear at a time. We're gonna clear one at a time just for fun. And the data tag will be nothing. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead here and we're going to do /give Wavejump games pumpkin 64, and you'll notice it'll just clear them one by one. So this is a pretty interesting thing, but where this gets more fun is you could have, then commands run if that works. So of course I would usually use the scoreboard objective, but since it's on video, we're just gonna do something really quick. So we're gonna go ahead and say cleared whenever we clear a pumpkin. So now you'll notice here, if I pick up a pumpkin, or if I have a pumpkin in my inventory, it'll clear it. So if I have 64 of them, it'll kind of tell me a lot that it's cleared it. So that's the basic gist of clear. If you ever want to see the syntax of it, you have to do help clear, because otherwise you're going to have some problems. I mean, you could also do it purposely incorrectly, except for that'll oftentimes not help. So anyways, that's the basic gist of clear, and the next command we're going to be moving on to is default game mode. Alright, so default game mode is also a very, very simple command, and what default game mode does, it allows you to set the default game mode. So a good example of this is, for example, say I were to go onto the realm of Party Hat Herobrine, right? So on this realm, currently the default game mode is creative mode, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, the default game mode means that when you join that server or that world, that will be your default game mode. So for example, on my server, my default game mode is survival. So whenever I reload the server, because it's a bucket server, I end up going back into survival mode. So, or if I switch worlds, I go into survival mode again. So that's kind of how that works. So it's literally just default game mode and then the game mode. So if I set survival, that means that next time, if I were to join as a new player, I would automatically be put in survival. So that's the gist of that. The last command is /me, and I'm actually not 100% sure if this works on command blocks or not, but we'll test this out in just a second. But anyways, what me does is, there you go, that one does work. Okay. So the me command allows you to basically say things in a different way. So say, for example, if I were to do me hello, you'll notice it'll say in chat Wavejump games hello. So if I wanted to say Wavejump Games is at 199 subscribers, I could say me is at 199 subscribers. Something like this, it'll stay in chat. Whatever is at 190 subscribers. Pretty cool. One of the things I don't like about it is you can't use things like @p on it. It won't work. It'll just spit it out as normal text. But anyway, so yeah, what you could do with this is some pretty fun stuff with command blocks. And of course, remember, if you, I think I covered this before, but if you rename a command block in an anvil, you could have it be a different name. Say, for example, I wanted to mimic, oh, I don't know, who do I want to mimic? The console, right? So now, if I were to go me, doesn't like this, I could have it say that, and it'll say console doesn't like this. But then again, you know, I could also make players' names. I could go say, Slimy Pickle Clicker, who's a player on my server. So Slimy Pickle Clicker. And then you'll notice here, if I have it, me says hi, then you'll notice, there we go. So you could have things like that. I mean, I could also, and you could really do this with any name, of course. So say, for example, I wanted to do it for Sonic Hammer. Again, I could just, and the reason my name was colored is because I'm on a team. So that's the one kind of big fault of this, is of course if you're using a command block, you want for players not to be on teams, because otherwise they could tell that you're obviously faking it. But for example, if I wasn't on a team, I could do Wavejump Games says hi, and no one would know. So that's something just a bit fun, and yes, those are most of the commands we've covered, and I just kind of want to talk for a minute about the amount of commands we've covered. And yeah, if you look on screen right now, this is the amount of commands we've covered, which is just kind of ridiculous. I mean, I would not expect to have covered this many commands, and it's just awesome. So thank you all so much for helping me get to this point. I would not have continued this series if it weren't for everyone's support. A story I think I may or may not have told before is that I was once on YouTube, and it was before I'd really started to make 1.10 command block tutorials, and I, as far as I knew, on this channel hadn't had a video over 100 views. But then I checked one day my most popular videos, and my 1.9 video on tellraw, execute, and some other command had over 1,000 views, and I was like, oh wait, this is a good series, I should continue it. And that's why we have 19 episodes of this right now. So maybe next episode will be the last episode. I'm really hoping not. So what I really need of all of you guys is to, down below in the comment section, give me any suggestions for command block videos. This can include, you know, different tools that you could use. For example, you know, I created a video on tools you could use to generate tellraw commands and books, etc. Or, you know, it could be a video on how to create a certain command contraption. I want more episodes to be made, because it's a really fun series for me to make, and then I don't have anything to make if I end off the series, other than my advanced tutorials, which take a lot more time to make. So, hey guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and leave a like down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. One thing you may notice about close to now is that there's a new end screen. This end screen will be clickable on both mobile and on desktop, so it's really cool. You could tap on it if you're on mobile and it'll work. And yeah guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with your friends if it would help them, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!